The following program deals with a controversial subject. The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation.
The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information.
I'm just...
Hood's on one already. He's ready to go. What's up, you guys? Welcome to another Friday night, another House of Stein Hot 10 show. What's going on? It's good, gentlemen.
Hi.
Hi.
Just trying to stay warm.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. What is it? What is it, in the 50s?
It's cold in Houston. How cold is it over there, bro?
Let's see. What is it?
Like 60 degrees outside, bro.
It is. It doesn't say. It says tomorrow's temperature. Tomorrow's the low is 43 and the high is 62.
Oh my gosh.
That's cold for Texas.
It is.
It's supposed to get like 2 inches of snow, I think, tonight. We're not getting the brunt. We're not getting the brunt of the of that storm, but we are getting like the corner edge of it overnight or something.
See, I don't know what snow is. I've never seen that. Like, to me, it doesn't exist.
Sounds like a song. I don't know what snow is. Never had one lesson. It's all natural, folks. Mama!
And long short, yes, the Hot 10 is happening tonight. We were just talking backstage. So.
We're gonna do the Hot 10 re-slabbed, reholdered books from CGC. Number 10.
ASM 300.
Number 9. ASM 300.
ASM 238.
Dude, I'm trying to find an image of the entire cover of the worst cover of the week or the blow cover of the week, and I'm having a hard time finding it.
That's how hard it blows.
Dude, it is rough. Here, let me see if I found it. I think I might have found it. Let's see here. This thing, oh yeah. Yeah, bro, this thing is bad.
I just read the private chat. That was funny. Do we want to chat about that before we get started?
Nope.
Shout out Blind Adam. We saw your comment.
So this week the Blow book was a submission. And for those who are subscribers, you can comment. Please jump in there. That thing is open all the time. It's under the community tab. You just go under the community. It's the very first comment. It says put your covers here and just name them. We will highlight you for sure.
Oh yeah. Well, we got let's get on with it then. The Whoa cover of the week. Now this is a fun one here. Let me add it to the page. I didn't realize that this was a Sidem drawing. It looks like a photograph. Infected by art.
First of all, we all every time I see a Sidem cover that I love, I have to put it somewhere just to like dig at Bryan just a little bit.
Don't make me go get the sketch.
But this thing is ridiculous. Okay, so I've never even heard of this Infected by Art. There's like 5 issues of this, and it's all kind of like inside. It's like fantasy art and horror art and all this stuff by a whole bunch of different artists. But look at this cover, like standing right over. I wish the words were not there because
so
it's
dead body
and stuff like that.
Yeah, because you can't really like it doesn't like stand out until you like look behind the words and you're like, oh my gosh.
And you can't even tell it's a piece of art until you see Sidam's signature. Like, that's so good.
That doll is so creepy.
Yeah.
The kid's haircut is so creepy.
Terrible
thing,
trade dress.
So, so this is the like, whoa, this is his first cover that he traced.
I don't know.
I'm just joking. Sorry.
You need to show all the covers. Do you have the whole list up for the 5 issues? I don't think Sidam did all 5 of them. I don't know who did the other ones. But I actually want this now.
How'd you stumble upon this? Just out of curiosity.
It's weird. I don't know how I stumble over a lot of these things. This came out in 2013, so it's not like it's new. But like the art is just crazy. It's all
there's all kinds of them. This is volume 10.
Oh, so there's different volumes. Cool. So this is volume 1, huh? But
yeah, I think this is volume 1.
Let's see here. Let's go to volume 1. Here
and there's 2 covers.
One.
That one is. I think there's a
look
second
at that.
cover. Yeah, there's multiple covers.
That's crazy.
oh, and if you can read the link, it looks like you might find the source of where you can find these.
Yeah, $25. Infectedbyart.com, but the Sidam is sold out. It was $50. This is the wow, look at that. San
Scratch and
Julian.
Dent. That's a cool.
No, Scratch and Dent. It was sold as a Scratch and Dent for half price.
Oh, I thought it was
That's
like one of those
amazing.
situations
Holy
where
cow.
instead of like a scratch and sniff, it's a scratch and dent.
Yeah. Here's the Ken Kelly. And then
I may have done some extracurricular activities before this. So.
This one's still available though.
Has anybody ever heard of this before?
No, this is pretty cool. Look at all these, man. There's a lot of really good ones. Look at this one. Whoa.
It's almost like it's supposed to be like a coffee book table, huh?
Coffee book table?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that mermaid
Stone
one right
too,
there in
Yee.
the middle?
That one's crazy. Which one? This one?
No, the one right below that. It looks like a mermaid or something.
Yeah, with a dragon.
Mermaid or dragon tail.
It's got nothing but badass art in the interior, so I bet you there's some really good early art stuff by a bunch of, probably people like Delato, Perillo.
I was gonna say this looks like something Perillo would be.
Oh, dude,
part
you can
of.
get prints. Look at these prints. Holy cow, you can get this print for $35. The White Apes, Conan versus the White Apes. That's a crazy one too. Derek Zabroki. Yeah, that's super cool, man. Very, very cool. Well, that leaves us with... Oh, that blows. That
Oh yeah, man.
blows.
Is that
So
Paul
this
Pope?
was this one was submitted by Cameron D.
Is that Paul Pope?
So
What's up?
yeah, so this is what
Frank Miller.
he submitted. He stated this was his favorite cover of all time. I'm kidding. He didn't say that.
Look at these, dude. You're gonna
he
laugh.
owns all copies from the census.
You're gonna laugh your ass off. Look at this,
Oh my gosh.
dude. There's so many of them. Hold on, there's even more. There we go. It's a fart. I was in
Oh my
Detective Comics number
gosh.
27. Dude, what the hell, man?
This
So
book
I don't think.
exists for this reason, right?
Yeah, I don't think we're the only people that think it's terrible. He must be the only person.
I forgot about this one.
Oh,
This was a variant, right?
Yeah, fucking A. Ooh, man, that's terrible.
But who would allow this to happen on Detective Comics 27?
DC, Warner Brothers,
Okay.
whoever the hell is running DC. Yeah, that is rough. That is rough. Ooh.
Well, thanks to Cameron. For
Did
this
you
submission
guys-
this week?
Did you guys listen to Todd McFarlane on Cartoonist Kayfabe? No?
No, what did you say?
No.
Dude, it was so good. He talked about working on a Wizard cover with Frank Miller. And Frank Miller was like, I'm just going to fucking take the best part of the page. I'm going to do whatever I want. Oh, you wanted to do that? I'm going to do that. You know, it was just like a total dick to him just to fuck with him. You know, like in a funny way.
Mhm.
But there was some really good questions that they asked Todd about the old Image days. And Todd McFarlane, I guess, inked tryout pages on Dark Knight Returns. He told a story about that. So when he first got into DC, crazy shit. Check it out. Cartoonist Kayfabe is the best comic book content on the internet. Period.
Yeah, I want you to link his. I want you to ink his ball sack. Let's see if you got it, Todd.
So,
Show me what you got. Ink his ball sack.
yeah, rough, dude. It's rough.
How good is your tea bag?
Yeah.
I want you to ink Alfred's ball sack. So you can tell everyone you helped me. Shut up, Frank Miller. Sorry.
I'm ready for my Asenia copies to come in already.
Oh, God.
Oh my gosh, I forgot. I've emailed them the last 2 months. I need to email them again.
Bro, it doesn't
Have you got a
exist,
response
bro.
from it?
Yes.
What did they say?
The
Frank
last.
Miller still drawing it.
Gosh. I know that. So, how many did you submit? Yee?
Just 2 sets.
Well, you may not get sets. I mean, I think it's supposed to be random, so I don't know how you.
Oh, I mean, I sent in like, because you could send in multiple, right? Instead of just
Right.
Like, so
Yeah.
I should only be getting 2
2 books total.
2
Back?
books total. Yeah.
Oh, so you could get 2 Frank Millers and not
Right.
a King.
Yeah, and not a J. Scott Campbell. But I figured with my luck, I would end up with at least one.
Did
All
you
right,
guys
so
see
Show.
the new?
So let's see here. On November 1st, I sent them and they said, thank you for reaching out. The books are currently in production. We will have an update on their status in the next few weeks. Never came. Sincerely apologize. Then on December 6th, I emailed them again. Thank you for reaching out. We sincerely apologize for the delay. Unfortunately, the books are still in production. Again, we sincerely apologize for the delay and greatly appreciate your participation. So it's now been a month again, so I guess it's time for me to email them again.
If you have further questions, please contact Epic Nation at this phone number.
Bro, did you see this new cover that they have for it?
Yes,
came out?
that just came out, so that's why it makes me, because this came out this week, so
Yep.
that made me think. Well, they're producing books, so there really should not be any more delay.
Mhm.
I hope it's
I
not.
still haven't read the.
I hope it's
I still
Frank
haven't read
Miller
the
that
book.
hasn't sent in art yet. Because you guys might all be getting Frank Miller covers.
Yeah, I still haven't. Like, I know people have said they've seen what the Frank Miller cover looks like, and it doesn't look like anything close to what the J. Scott Campbell cover looks like. And
Wow.
everyone's just disappointed. I haven't seen it yet. I couldn't find it. I didn't really care to find it, but I figured I would know if I ended up with the Miller one or not.
Yeah, that's garbage. Well, that being said, let's get into Buy the Dip. Starting off with a good one. NYX issue number 3, first appearance of X-23 in comics. You can get for less in a 9.8 for less than $1,000 these days, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, so this week a CGC 9.8 sold for the lowest since 2020. Yeah, $875. Wasn't even just barely below 1,000. It was $875. Which is really funny because I hear other people. I don't listen to much, but I did hear other people are like, "Oh, this book is really hot because they think she's going to be in Deadpool," and yet prices say it's complete opposite. So, so if anybody says, hey, this book is hot, no, it's not. It's like I said, it's the lowest price right now. It's been since 2020. So if you're wanting one, now would be the time.
Shout out.
I'm honestly surprised. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, brother.
I was gonna say I'm surprised it actually didn't increase in price with all the rumors, because I heard it from more than one source as well too, like where it's like whoever they heard it from, and then regurgitating that like I would buy this book or it's gonna shoot up in price, and then I guess
I mean, I still think it's for modern books, it's like one of the best moderns that you can get. It's one of my favorite covers. But yeah.
No, we were talking about this book last night on Long Story Short, and like we were talking about Middleton and how he's changed his like he's evolved as an artist, or this is some early Middleton, and like this Middleton book, like
that's Quesada, isn't it? Isn't that Quesada?
I thought it was Joshua Middleton.
This is Middleton. This is a Middleton cover.
Quesada did the interior.
I thought it was. Is he the writer?
Is he the writer?
Quesada's he's the writer.
All right. I always thought that was weird because everybody always says Middleton, but then I heard it was Quesada, and I'm like, it doesn't look like Quesada. It looks just like fucking Middleton. My bad.
Oh man, now I forgot what I was going to say. Thanks a lot, Brian.
Hey, I'm good at that.
God damn it! No,
we were talking about yeah.
No, just how he's evolved, and like this early Middleton stuff is fucking fire, bro. He's badass.
Yeah.
That's all I was gonna say.
Well, what I was gonna say is shout out to Justin or Nemesis Prime and Milton on Comic Com podcast for them talking about this, which we talked about last week. This
is that a Fat X-23? What the fuck,
bro? X-23 first appeared in X-Men Evolutions, the cartoon, not in the comics. Did you know that, Joe?
I did not.
So August 2nd, 2003 is when the episode happened. So here's my thinking. There's gotta be like a, what's the best way to say it? A comic book out there or a magazine out there where it could talk about this character, and it could show it, just like those early Ninja Turtle things in the comic magazines out there. If there's an animation magazine out there that talks about this episode, it might show her in it. Long shot, I know, but I think people like Tony Fix might be able to figure that out. Go look in some animation magazine for this episode. Written by Craig Kyle and Christopher Yost.
What about that sperm sample they had in Wolverine
issue
81 or
81
or whatever it was?
The jizz
X-23, yeah.
X-23
and a test tube, X-23 test tube.
Yeah.
When Wolverine, go ahead and read this Playboy.
Yeah, there could. Brad's right. Brad sounds right.
Superhero.
Could be a cool animation cell out there too. So season 3, episode number 11. So
Is X-Men Evolutions? Is that when they're back in high school?
I think they were like teaching a team or something, or I don't remember there being in high school. But it's all that. It's crazy. It's all the character that we know and love. All right, moving on. So what did this less than $1,000, $875 or something like that?
$875.
Yeah, wow.
And that's
all right.
cheap, bro.
Yeah, moving on. Green Lantern 25 on Buy the Dip.
Yeah, so crap, and I forgot to write what this thing peaked at. Yeah, first Larfleeze and Atrocitus? Is that who
Yeah.
it is?
Yep.
This thing was this and the variant were, I mean, they've sold for a long time. But this week a CGC 9.8 sold for $100. I could only find 3 lower sales since 2016 on the for 9.8s of this, like, and they were like at like $95. So basically this is pretty much the lowest price in the last 8 years on this book. I mean, I know nobody cares about DC at all. Are they still doing the Green Lantern show? Is that still on?
Let's take a look. The last I looked, it was. Lantern TV series.
I never see this book in back issue bins. Like every time you get to this issue, it's always gone.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's sold for 9.8s have sold for over $100 for almost a decade now. So I mean, it's not like nobody knows about this one at all.
So it looks like it's called Lanterns. What is this? I don't want any of that shit. Follows Intergalactic's cops John Stewart and Hal Jordan as they uncover a dark mystery. HBO Max announced in January 2023 that plans for the Green Lantern series produced by Greg Berlanti had been dropped, and the service would instead focus on the announced Lantern series from James Gunn and Peter Safran. So there we go. So James Gunn is doing a Lantern series.
Hey, wasn't James Gunn on the Epstein list? Did you guys see that?
Larfleeze was on that list too.
Yeah.
Hashtag just saying.
That was changed in late 20. It says here, announced back in 2019, Berlanti's Green Lantern series was originally said to span several decades and focus on the origin stories of 2 major Green Lanterns on Earth. Also feature the villain Sinestro. That was changed in late 2022. It was announced it would instead only focus on Lantern John Stewart. Gunn and Safran's new production will feature both John Stewart and Hal Jordan. According to Gunn, their show will be more of a true detective type mystery, a terrestrial-based mystery that leads into the overall story that we're telling throughout the different movies and television shows in the DC universe. So that's, you know what, that's one thing that's good about the DCU is that they're big on continuity. You know what I mean? That's a huge deal for fans to like want to see what's next, as long as they don't spread it out into like a bunch of weird shit. Just, you know, keep them like 5 a year, maybe, or like not 5 a year, like 1 a year or something like that. Like, do you feel like Marvel's doing too much?
Yeah, Marvel started doing way too much a couple years ago, but
yeah.
Well, they only had like what 2 major movie releases last year.
Yeah. I mean, I think it just goes to show that when you start, I mean, remember 5 years ago, everybody was paying high dollar for books of C and D characters. And we're like, and it just goes to show that once you actually try and do something with a C or D character, nobody cares.
Yeah.
No, it's not, nobody cares about those C and D characters, but,
well, nobody cares about those C and D characters with shitty writing. Like, there's got to be a reason for us to care about it. Man, that was a big bark coming from that little dog. Holy cow. So, first Atrocitus, first Larfleeze. Right?
Nah, this pooch wouldn't shut the fuck up, man. Sorry, guys.
Hey, man. Chewy. Great looking dog. All right, moving on. $100 for this is still quite a bit when you see these next prices. How about Captain Marvel number 16? This is from the 2004 series. Love this series. Love Janice Vell and that character. Always have. I would love to get a McClay variant that looks like this for this cover. But this book you can now get in 9/8 for less than the cost of grading.
Yeah, this sold this week for $29 for a CGC 9/8. This one peaked a couple years ago for $500.
Yeah.
So, oof. I mean, that is a 93% drop, 94% drop. I mean, that is, oof.
Yeah. That's hardcore.
Yeah, 94. That's a big drop.
Yeah, that hurts. What is the other one in there?
Oh,
There's the other book in there that's really good, right? Go ahead, Yee.
There's what?
Oh, so real quick. So whoever's doing the McClay variant, make sure to have like floating like nugs and like mushrooms like on the cover instead of planets. Like just
I'll take the planets too. The planets are cool. As long as it's floating in the background. There's the other one, the first appearance of the female Philavel, right?
Oh, yeah. Was that number 8 or something like that? Or
yeah, I can't remember.
Modern
Comics first appearance keys are dead, says James Wade. I'm pretty close to agreeing with you, bud.
I mean, again, it still comes back to C and D characters. If it's nobody cares, nobody cares.
Yeah.
They just don't.
Yep. Shout out to Europoodle that says, ouch. P.S. Love the doggies. I agree. All right, moving on. You think that one was rough? How about Batgirl issue number 1, the gorgeous Adam Hughes cover, which you can now get for even less in a 9.8? How about $25?
$25 this one sold for this week. I swear,
all day.
I don't know what in the world I'm doing. I don't know why I'm not. I don't get on eBay like all week, and I really should. Because I would be. I mean, there's no way I would have passed this up for $25. Yeah, in 2017, this one peaked at $350. This was still a $200 book just in 2022. So, $25. Oh my gosh!
Get the newsstand. The newsstand is the one to get, man.
Yeah.
But I mean, I would care less what the actual value of the book is. If I could get that in a 9.8 for $25, I don't care if it ever goes up in price. I would keep that forever. I could care less.
It's a great cover.
It's a great cover. I mean, I would just keep it forever. I don't need to go up. If it's only $25, I don't need to go up.
I was talking.
It's like I don't even send my own copy into CGC at $25.
I was talking with my buddy Kyle the other day.
Right, message the seller that, hey, thanks. Now I don't need to grade it.
I was talking with my buddy the other day, and we were talking about how, it's not even worth looking at your books to sell if you want to sell your collection. Like, it's not the time. You'll look at the prices, and you'll just be like, I'll hold. He was looking at maybe selling his collection to put into, like, his car, and he looked at the prices. He's like, nah, I'll wait.
Yeah, just keep them.
Yeah. It's too much of a dip. But it could, we'll see if it evens out. Do you think we're going to even out in the next couple months or continue the drop?
Absolutely.
Well, I mean,
there's money in the market right now, but people are buying they're buying rarer books. They're buying obscure books. A lot of people have these fucking keys already, That's why the market is kind of like a lot of people already have all the ASM 300s, 252. Like everybody, like already has most of these keys, affordable keys, So
it is true. Not like you look at pretty much any of these things that we kind of show on these bottomed out prices and stuff like that. They're common books. They're not those rare books that nobody has. Those things are still holding value in general. They're not seeing 95% drops from their highs. They may be down slightly, but they're not down 95%.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
it's interesting.
you look at like the Dave Stevens books have just skyrocketed. You know, like if you want to speculate on the next artist that people could rediscover and their books start to move, like Michael Turner or Linsner or artists like that. I mean, that's where that
Turner's a
play
big
would be.
one. Turner's a big one, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big one. So, all right, moving on. This is a great freaking book right here. The Rock issue number 1, the premium edition. There was 3 variants for this from Chaos Comics in 2001, and this one has taken a nice little dip too.
Yeah, so there's not a whole lot of these out there, and there's not a lot of sales. But in 2020, this CGC 9.8 of this sold for $250. This week it sold for $66. So the poor The Rock, he's fallen from grace. Everybody's mad at him for the Hawaii stuff, and nobody wants The Rock anymore.
Nobody wants comics anymore.
Well, I still want to know what this book smells like.
Yeah.
Oh, Edwin was watching this when we forgot about it. See, I did. You know, what's funny is I did that. I actually did look at eBay this week. There was a Justice League, one of those David Mack variants with the Supergirl. The gorgeous Supergirl cover. It's like one of my favorite covers of all time. And there was a 9.8. They don't come up often, but there was a 9.8 on eBay, and I was like, "Ooh, but it's on auction. I bet this thing goes cheap. I'm gonna watch it." And then I forgot about it. I even had it on my watch list, and I just don't check my phone. And then I saw it sold for a whopping $66, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I would have paid like $90 for it, easily." So I'm this week. I'm gonna have to actually set some phone reminders for some of these books, because I think I need to buy some of these.
I do it all the time, man. I do the same thing all the freaking time. There's nothing worse than going on to, check the market and see crazy stuff that you're just angry that you missed.
Yeah.
So, that being said, you guys, that is By the Dip. Make sure you guys go sub up over to Spec Media. Yee and Richie have been doing some great content over there. You guys got a big giveaway that you're doing. So if you guys don't know, I think there's a short, right, that you guys did. Yep. Trivia question for the Spec Media giveaway right here. I'll go ahead and share this.
Is that Spec Media or Spec Yeedia?
Let me see here. Copy link address. Let's see if this works.
How many comments are on there for that?
177 views. Let's see if that works. That should take you to it, you guys. So answer that question for the giveaway. And Yee, what's the giveaway?
So the giveaway is going to be Your Eyes Only.
Oh, is that Sozomaica?
CGC 9.8. It has a electric green signature. So
that is so cool.
I know. Like, I was like, do I keep this or do I just give this away?
Hey, bro, you said you were going to give that to me for my birthday, bro.
Well, make sure to answer the trivia question on Spec Media, and you get a chance to enter into it. And
hey, Brad wants to know what the answer is.
Check Bryan McClay's creators first list.
Yeah, there you go.
So here, I'll say the question now, since I don't know how many viewers we have right now, but the question is, what is Sozomaica's first professional work?
Oh,
yeah.
So I was thinking about that book today.
Is it Bitterroot?
It is not. I thought it was, but it's not.
All right, here we go. Let's get into it. The Almost 10. There's some really interesting books on the Almost 10 this week. A couple of them that I'm angry that I didn't get a chance to buy. And I know there's going to be a lot of people that probably feel the same. This is a sick Frank Cho cover, like a really good Frank Cho cover. Betty Page, issue number 1, the 1 in 10 from Dynamite, came out in June. Shout out to Christian V for subscribing. Oh yeah,
Nice.
yeah, dope.
Thing scares me every time I hear that. I'm like I'm having like flashbacks to my childhood.
Yeah, the NBA is that NBA Jam?
Hell yeah,
That's pretty good, bro.
yeah.
But don't comment in the live chat here for that trivia question. Comment on that short video to get
There
entered.
you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Whenever you sub up, it'll say that he's heating up, and then whenever somebody joins the membership, it'll say he's on fire. So, I love that shit.
Oh, see,
Betty Page is all cut up, bro. She's been working out.
and then
Right.
Ben's in the chat to to admit the collusion.
This is awesome.
Man, you know what's really funny about that is I was trying to do something with Ben like a month ago, and I was like, oh man, we need like a hard deadline to submit these things to each other so we can get this thing out. And now it's a month later, and neither of us have submitted either thing to each other as of yet.
Hey, we have episode 69 coming up, so if you want to jump onto that, make it. for
Oh,
that
when is
episode.
it this week?
No, it is
2
we
more
just
weeks.
we just had 66.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's a few
3
weeks out.
Yeah, so it's like 3. You could get a month extension to to show up on that episode, and we could dual stream to both channels probably.
Oh, there you go. I might do it.
174 are watching right now, you guys. We only have, looks like 40 likes. Is that right? Like, hit that thumbs up, you guys. That really helps us out. If you're not subbed up, sub up. If you're not joined on the membership, hit the join button on the membership if you want to do that also. That's where you get great
And
content
if,
like
if
this.
you don't have any thumbs, you can use your finger. So finger up.
Yep.
Finger.
Shout out to Dynamite doing great variants again with this Frank Cho variant. There was a really good Frank Cho Red Sonja variant that came out this week.
I mean, if you do 100 of them every week, I mean, about one of them's bound to be really good, right?
Bro, they're good at it. I would say that 70 to 80% of the Dynamite covers that come out are good. They might, but a couple of them are just color changes, so that that's easy. But
Yeah.
this is a good one.
That's
Yeah.
like playing every number on roulette, right? And then
Yeah.
you're
Right.
bound to hit. Yeah.
Yeah, this one sold for $40 this week though. So this one's, even though it's a 1 in 10, and it just came out this year, so it's a $40 book. So
Damn.
yeah.
That's cool. Moving on. This is another interesting one that only Ben's gonna find. Blades and Lasers, the collected edition from Sacred Prism, and I think 2016. I could be wrong on that though. Yeah. Who's gonna find a book like this? Only Stein's gonna find a book like this.
Oh, dude.
Right?
I don't even know what this. I literally tried to find this anywhere, and the link that I sent to Brian was literally the only other place I could find it. I think this has like a $10 cover price or $9 something like that. Anyway, it sold for $80 this week. I have no idea what this is.
Hey,
I don't
bro.
know.
I'm gonna call my LCS. Do you have any blades and lasers? Number one.
The pink one.
Well, let me tell you.
Collected edition.
Pink, bro.
Let me tell you. You hit on an artist this week that I don't know if you hit on. You realize you hit on him, right? This artist, Benjamin Mara, is a pretty famous artist. And there's 2 books on the list this week. He is a Grammy-nominated illustrator, designer, and cartoonist. His illustrations for Numero Group's Wayfaring Strangers, Acid Nightmares garnered him a Grammy nomination. So this dude's pretty badass. A Grammy.
They give Grammys for art?
Yeah, I guess. But check this out. So you've got this book, the Blades and Lasers book. right? And this book
Which looks
has
like an acid trip, anyways.
this book.
Just saying.
Yeah, there were 2 issues, and this collected book collects both these issues. Look at how badass these are, man.
Dude, that's like a drawing on somebody's book cover in high school, bro.
It's awesome,
You know?
dude. Dude, it is so awesome. Look,
Blades and lasers.
here's issue number 2. Like, this is great. This is awesome to me. Very, very cool independent art. So, you know, that's super cool, right? This is the collected edition of those original issues. Well, our next book on the Almost 10, not that book, this book, Gangster Rap Posse, is also a Benjamin Marra book. Did you know
No, it's
that?
not.
Yes, it is, dude. It 100.
Is it really?
It 100% is Benjamin Marra, Gigster Rap
Oh
Posse,
my-
issue number 1.
I had no idea.
There is this,
American Tradition Comics.
yeah, American Tradition Comics. There is the, this is
Never
the
heard of
first print. The first print is color, a full color cover, and the second print is black and white. And you can find the second prints also on eBay. But here you guys can
That's
see,
nuts. I've never seen this book.
right?
Well,
Oh.
this one sold in VF Plus condition. This came out just in 2009, so it's not old.
Really?
VF Plus sold for 110 raw.
That doesn't surprise me, man. It's like so far out there, dude. I mean, it looks like it could have been done in the 90s, man.
Oh, that's what I mean. I was convinced it was a 90s.
That's
book.
what it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty
It's almost
cool,
like
man.
Eddie P. Jim Rugg style, you know?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So yeah, man, this is Benjamin Marra. Look him up. Two big books of his that sold this week. So that's pretty interesting, man. We have like every book this week, I feel like, is one of these books where you're like, holy shit, how about this one? This one's crazy. William Gibson's Neuromancer. Did you look up much about this one?
Nope. I just saw that it was an epic graphic novel. That's all I saw.
Well, by the way, the epic graphic novel is the second printing of it. He printed his own on this is the first printing right here that came out in 1989. It's based on a computer game or a book that this guy wrote, I guess. And it
I
got
have
turned.
this book.
Yeah, Neuromancer. It's like one of the first. What do they call that?
Prestige format.
No. What's that style? It's called like the Wonder Woman cover that you love so much. It's like Western, but almost like old technology. What's that style?
Oh God.
Steampunk?
Steampunk.
Yeah, steampunk.
It's one of the very first steampunk anything, right? So, but here's some of the other things. So if you go and look on the webpage about this, there's a webpage all about this. There's just crazy stuff. There was a computer game in 1988. There was this graphic novel that he put out, and then they redid it under Epic. There's like another graphic novel, The Lost Chapter. Like this is a big deal in not Spineshank. Jesus. I said a fucking band name instead. What is it called again? Steampunk.
Steampunk.
I said Spineshank. What the fuck? Where did
I
that
was like,
come from?
yeah, I
Where
was
the
like,
hell? Where the hell did that come from, dude? That was like, I haven't thought of that band in probably 15 years easy. All right.
This is how we get derailed. Let's hear some of their songs.
So it says here, the graphic novel covers only the first third of Neuromancer. It is quite well done, and the cyberspace sequences look pretty good. Apparently, it was planned to be the first in a series of which the remaining chapters have been canceled. Gibson, apparently an avid comic fan during his youth, said that he is satisfied with the graphic novel and that it looks pretty much like he imagined in 1983. He said if any of his work was adapted for the big screen, he would be happy if it would come as close to his original intention as the graphic novel. So, there you go. And if you want to see some of this shit, I think I have some. Do I have some? I think you can click on it and see it. Here we go.
Dennis is mad at you that you didn't know that William Gibson was Blade Runner writer.
Did I not say that?
No, but I didn't know. I don't read books, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, that's fucking. I thought I led off with that. Maybe I didn't lead off with that. So, anyways, here's the interior.
We don't
that's
read
good.
novels. I think I'm on the wrong panel.
It's pretty fucking good, right?
Do you read novels, Yee?
I actually do read books every so often.
Oh my gosh, nerd.
I know. I didn't own a TV for like 3 years. So,
What?
yeah, when I was a
What the
hipster
fuck?
downtown, all I did was listen to records, play guitar, and read books.
Oh, I apologize.
are you?
I apologize.
Pizza.
What the hell? No,
I do smoke too much weed. But I don't care enough to be a one-upper. So, AD police vibes. This is Patrick Huber.
Well, this one sold for 75. So, and this was the epic one. So,
The epic one wouldn't sell for as much as the original, I would imagine, right?
I wouldn't think so.
Yeah. That's interesting. So, very, very cool. All right, moving on into the Malibu Ultraverse, starting off with Prime #1, the gold hologram limited edition, supposedly limited to 200.
God, look at that.
Yeah.
That brings back memories.
Right? The Prime series was good, dude. Right? Didn't they have Alan Moore doing that at one time?
I thought they did, right? He wrote
Yeah.
some of it.
Yeah, I mean, these are what they are. I mean, we all remember these, but I'm surprised actually that there are some CGC 9.8s out there, and one did sell this week for probably more than you would think, for $210. So somebody out there is still wanting to buy. I don't think there's 200. I mean, I would highly doubt that there's only 200 of these. That would that would surprise me.
Yeah, I agree. But how much did it sell for again?
210.
Okay, so that sold for 210. How much? I wonder how much these sell for. Prime #1, the Sega. I think it's the Sega Saturn edition. Yeah, the Sega CD edition.
Sega.
How many of those do you see out there? There's probably a ton of them. But while researching this book,
I still have some of my Sega CD games.
Nice.
Are any of those worth anything?
thank you.
Do
Yeah,
you still
I got,
have
like-
a case for it?
Yeah, I got the case. I got like Mortal Kombat and
Well, here's the real question: do you have the box with the instruction guide?
I don't know. I always kept the instruction guides. I don't know about the because those were in jewel cases. The Sega CD ones were. So I'd have to go back. I'll find them. I got them in storage.
Nice.
I'll find them. I'll find them someday. You can tell me if they're anything. Probably not.
I'm honestly not familiar with the video game market, but I would check with Vinny Kumar. He would tell you if it's worth anything.
I'll find all my old games. I've got them in storage somewhere. I don't know why I kept them, but
I still have mine from childhood as well too.
yeah.
I think literally still. We have a broken Nintendo, and we still have the original box that it came in.
Nice.
not bad at all. Well,
We're gonna get derailed so much tonight. I
I
feel
know,
like we're only like 10 minutes into the show.
I know,
We're
I know.
You're going
Like, we're talking-
like
Yeah,
every
we're talking
rabbit
about
hole
video
we can think
games.
of.
Oh my god.
Hey, Brian, can you pull up the Never mind.
hold on.
There's
Here.
always going to be a little bit of mayhem in here, bro. No pun intended.
All right, here we go. Moving
Well,
on.
it is approaching Saturday, So.
Yeah.
All right, this one's crazy. This one is absolutely bonkers, as I'm very used to saying. Amazing Spider-Man number 20, the Jason Pollan variant. I hope I'm saying his name right. I feel like we've talked about this guy in one of our art segments before, but this is a crazy story.
I would love to hear it. All I know is I saw 2 sales this week. There was a CGC 9.6 that sold for $6,000, and a VF raw copy sold for $3,600.
Yeah, it's very
What-
scarce.
Well, it can't be that scarce if 2 of them were listed
Well,
this week.
it's scarce.
Did it come with a
okay.
T-shirt? Did it come with a
See,
T-shirt?
No, the
when-
guy that
when-
drew the books and that movie Seven. You know what I mean? Like he did all the drawings in Seven.
I mean, so like seriously, like when we say hard books to find, okay, so I'm thinking like books that really are hard to find, like you never see them for sale, and then this one has multiple sales in the same week. That seems really unusual for
Is
a
it
book
the same
that is.
seller?
I do not. One was raw. One was a CGC 9.6. I did not look at who the sellers were.
It could have been the same guy cracking slabs and shit, man.
I don't know. It just when I think of like the Delato 667, like you're not going to see 2 copies for sale. You see 1 copy for sale a year, not 2 copies in the same week,
I got you.
right?
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I mean, this one sold for so much. I mean, 6,000 and 3,600 raw for a VF copy. Okay, I get that it might be really hard to find, but
So do you
Have you
know
ever
why
seen this
people are
book in the
buying
wild?
it?
VF.
I don't even know what this is.
So,
Is this from China or something?
Japan.
No,
Japan?
you had to
It is
buy
from
the
Japan?
Uniqlo, I think that's how you say it, shirt to get the book, and this is the quote unquote first comic art, I think is what they're calling it, for this Jason Pollan guy, who is this famous artist in New York who just recently died. He was doing this thing where he wanted, quote unquote, to sketch every person in New York, and he just passed away of cancer. So this is him right here. Young dude.
Oh, he's wearing a Michigan hat. He's no good.
So,
I can't. I don't want this
You're
book.
like I can't respect it, and now I can't buy this book ever.
I don't want this book.
It's a piece of shit.
yeah, sad. Spider
Man, I
Guy
want him
Murph
dead.
says, I have the shirt, but not the book. There you go.
Wow.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I
right?
thought the T-shirt company was like a Japanese company or something weird like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
So you're saying that a bunch of these could actually just be in Japan?
well, I think it was like a limited release T-shirt or something like that came with the comic.
There you go.
Yeah, that's the way I remember it. We've talked about it before.
Yeah.
Oh, it's unavailable. That sucks.
Because he died.
Yeah.
He looks young.
He was young, bro. Passed away of cancer.
See, and that's what's going to make that book more polarizing, It's just like these young artists that pass away, and like Basquiat.
So
He was
Combo
a new-
Countdown says his other cover's better than this one. Is it as rare? I don't even know what Uniqlo is. I don't even heard of that.
There you go. Shout out to cover price. But I'm going to go to Go Collect. Because I think Go Collect has a little write-up on it. Where's the write-up? Nope, they don't have a write-up on it either. There you go. There you go. What are these? In an
I have no
interview
idea
found
what-
on the collection page, Uniqu Poland states that even though he wasn't a comic book reader growing up, he did spend hours looking at the illustrations. Yeah. And Marvel X Poland collection is out now with a free comic being available from April 24th. A sample of the collection is below.
I just said April 24th onwards.
Yeah. So,
Do
there you
people
go.
still say that? Onward.
Well, it sold for a grip. How much did it sell for again?
CGC 96 6K and a very fine raw 3600.
Yeah. That's nuts.
Oh, Uniqlo is a clothing brand, and it's the Gap of Japan. Okay, so I wasn't crazy remembering Japan was a part of it somehow.
Well, the Gap
Cool.
is cheap
The-
clothing. Like, it's not expensive at all.
How are they giving
Well, I think-
out? It says that
Well, I think they were just comparing like how many stores there are in Japan
Oh, okay.
to like relative to how many Gaps there are in America, right?
Yeah, I can't go down a clothing rabbit hole. I don't know anything about clothing.
is this the shirt that it came with?
Golly.
Oh man, I can't wait for years from now when
So
we
they
start talking
did
about
a
that.
they did a Star Wars collab. It says
That's pretty cool.
those interested can purchase Marvel Comics Uniqlo collaboration starting today at retailers and online. Doesn't say anything about the comic book. Who knows? I'm not gonna
Oh, well.
deep dive that. Moving on. How about this one? Prelude to Deadpool Core's number 3. Prelude to the Deadpool Core number 3. Which
Yeah, this is apparently the first Deadpool dog or bulldog or
dog pool.
dead dog pool, whatever it is.
Dog
I like
pool.
dead dog.
Yeah.
I like dead dog. I'm assuming that somebody must think that there's going to be a Deadpool dog in Deadpool. I don't know.
They put that dog in there, dude. That shit is gonna be crazy.
Oh, aren't there like images or whatever?
Are there of the dog?
Yeah, something like there's like an image of a dog in a Deadpool.
Oh my
Costume.
god.
But this was also the same time like when they were quote unquote leaking all the different characters, and then like obviously there were some that were like trolls and stuff like that, so it could just be like all looped into that.
Okay,
dog
so
pool.
if you want to hit up your back issue bins, this would be one to get because a CGC 9.8 of this week sold for $300. So
Yeah.
I'm sure there's not very many of them graded because who the heck is going to grade this? But I might fast track that one if it's selling for 300.
Yeah.
God, this book it's fucking terrible.
I've never seen
What
this
is he
book.
What is he driving? And why is his head so big and his body so small?
Why is he the size of a dog, right?
Is that Whittlewade?
so
That might be
confused.
Whittlewade or whatever. The little.
Oh
the li-
yeah,
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah, good call. Oh, and then Deadpool Core, that's like when all the different Deadpools get together and it's like a mini series. I forget how many issues it is. But it's like, I mean, Deadpool has a ton of mini series.
Anyways, yeah, there you go. $300 for CGC 9.8.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool.
Did everyone not learn from the shark? Which one? Jeff the land shark, or are you talking about the?
Yeah. There was a cool Venomized land shark cover last year that was really cool. All right, moving on. We talked about Skyrunner. I feel like we did like a little deep dive in Skyrunner on some show recently. And and we talked about this Jim Lee variant. This isn't even like the best cover of the group. There's so many good covers in this run, and good variants, early variants. 2006. That's a long time ago. Wildstorm.
Whoa.
Yeah, good shit.
Yeah, normally like I would never pass on a Jim Lee like sketch or black and white, just pencils or anything like that. This one does not look like, it doesn't even look like Jim Lee to me. Like
It's because Scott Williams didn't get to finish inking it.
I guess maybe, I don't know, like it just doesn't look like, but I don't even know if this was like an incentive at all, or if it was like a 1 in 10, or I don't know. It was
Just
like that
yeah.
Wildstorm. So
Just that variant. But look at these covers, dude. I mean, they're really good.
I know there's
These are all connecting.
a
then
J.
there's
Scott
va-
Campbell, right?
Yeah.
For one of them, but
Yeah, there's some really good covers in this run. I wish my internet was faster. There's a Donda cover. Let's see what the next one is. There's some really good variants in this run. Garza, the connecting Garza. J. Scott Campbell right here. And there's
yeah,
this
I thought
Jim
there was
Lee. This Jim Lee 1 in 10 right here is amazing.
Well, this one, this number 3, a CGC 9.8 sold for an all-time high this week of $240.
Wow.
Yeah, the last time it sold was in 2022. A 9.8 sold for $170, so it was way up from that. So again, when we talk about, all these other books dropping 95% since, the COVID years, this one is up from the COVID years. So who knows? Who can actually track this stuff? I don't know.
Those wings need texture to them or something.
Something. I think maybe that's what's throwing me off.
Yeah.
Just all that weight.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Moving on. This one's badass right here. This is super cool. Another great Dynamite book. And a great Robert Hack cover. Red Sonja and Vampirella meet Betty and Veronica, issue number 10, the Robert Hack variant.
Yeah, this one is sweet. I know Dino is loved Robert Hack. I don't know if he still does, but he was buying all the Robert Hack stuff. But this one just looks like this is a great look, throwback to Golden Age. I like the distressed look that they put on the cover. The little tag and everything. It looks cool, but I don't remember ever seeing this one. But this was late in the run. Like I think this was only like 12 issues, so this was like way late. I would think the orders for this one were probably pretty low. So if you find it for cover, that's probably pretty good. It's sold for $20 this week, so
That's not bad.
no, so this is one you could definitely probably pick up for. It would just be sitting in some stores back issue bins.
It's a great cover. Great cover.
But is it going to be in the Red Sonja section, or is it going to be in the Spicy Space Stories?
Just looking all.
That's a good question, because it does say the Red Sonja Vampirella down at the bottom, but you can barely see it. Like it looks like the title should be Spicy Space Stories. I can't even speak, but
And then Collusion. This was on Long Story Short as well.
You guys want to hear a spicy space story? Well, I've got one for you.
oh boy.
Is it an innuendo cover?
Right? No shit, right?
All right. How much did it sell for? 20?
20. Yep.
20. All right. Well, this next one pisses me off that I didn't know about this. I'm so mad I didn't know about this. I went all in on the Invader Zim book, and now I need to add this to the list of books I need to find. My Book of Colors, issue number 1, the first Alex Pardee comic. This has got to be before the Invader Zim book, right?
Yeah. I want to say it is, but I can double check because I know what issue it is. So give me a second. or
was put-
talk about it while
it
I'm
was-
looking for it.
Oh, the slave labor stuff.
Yeah, the Invaders.
Yeah,
Zim,
this is from. This is from I
self-published.
Suck Inc. Yeah,
Yeah.
I Suck Inc. is
Yeah,
the publisher.
Yeah, okay. Invader Zim issue 13, which is the Alex Pardee cover, that was 2015. So
Also 16 years after.
so now
Yeah,
I got.
so-
Damn it!
Dude,
Damn
that-
it!
yeah. No, I mean, because
It's fucking
I've been
sick,
told
dude.
by several other people too that that was the first Alex Pardee, that Invader Zim book.
Yeah,
But I guess we need to correct that list.
that's what we're doing right now. Let's see, what do we got here? Do I already have it in here? I probably don't.
It's right next
Yeah.
to Jada Pinkett.
All
Jada
right,
Pinkett
so
first.
we are going to change this. Alex Pardee. What is this again?
My Book of Colors.
My Book of Colors. By what a great name, I Suck Inc.
And then it's 1999.
And then we need to put first major. When did the Invader Zim stuff come out?
That was 2015.
SLG.
Yeah.
Was it slave labor?
Not Invaders.
No, that
Zim
would have been
wasn't slave
Oni.
labor.
That'd be
Yeah,
Oni, right?
it's Oni.
Oni Press. Yeah.
Edwin says you should see the back of this book.
Well, we have. Do we have the back of it? I'm looking for it. There's only a couple things about this
That's a
book.
cool
Let's see
cover,
here.
man.
It's badass, bro. This is super
Yeah.
cool.
It's hard to see. Like, I don't know if you guys all, every time you see a horizontal cover, like I always twist my head. It's hard for me to. It's so hard for me to.
Wow.
Oh, okay. That's not what I was actually expecting. It, even though I looked at it, that is crazy.
That's
That
Alex
looks cool,
Pardee for
man.
you, dude. That's
It's like
awesome.
console art. Like, yeah, I love it.
This is what Alex Alex
bad day,
Pardee
man.
says. Over 20 years ago, while still living at home in my Antioch, California, I self-published my first comic, My Book of Colors, using a co-op in Florida and no internet. For a couple of years before this, I had made Kinko's FedEx copy machine versions and distributed them secretly around the Bay Area under a false name, You Lick Balls. Look how it's spelled.
Wow.
It's spelled YULICK balls. You lick balls.
Nice.
Thinking that no one would ever want to see more. After a few friends and strangers convinced me otherwise, I saved up $1,300 whole working at KB Toys and going to community college, and blindly sent a $1,300 check and zip disk to a co-op address I found in a magazine. 6 weeks later, I got 2 boxes of this, my very first professionally printed comic with digitally colored cover using Photoshop 4. Although not too many people got their hands on this first book, just taking the risk and doing something that seemed impossible and pointless at the time gave me the adrenaline to keep investing in myself, whether anyone cared or not, and to continue doing that until further notice. I have yet to allow myself to get to further notice. Not stopping anytime soon. Also, I drew this before the Korn album that came out shortly after, but that was my very first time dealing with the reminds me of comments. Ha ha ha. Because it does kind of remind me of the first Korn album, right? So that's crazy,
Wow, what
dude.
a crazy story.
Right? Yeah, that's one of the best artists in the game right there, you guys. And I don't remember. I mean, I felt like I could have heard about this, and maybe we talked about it before, but I feel like I would have. I wouldn't have let THC get rid of that one. But maybe, who knows? All right, that is.
Well, if you're going to get him to sign a book, tell him, okay, can you sign it? You lick balls.
Yeah, bro.
Right,
Fucking
dude?
A.
I'm just telling you.
I want some of the original ones, dude. I want to find the original,
Kinko's copies.
Kinko's copies. Yeah, dude. That's
I'm
awesome.
sure you can find it in one of those like weird bookstores that have like self-published zines in it and stuff like that.
Hell yeah, dude. So,
When I went to San Francisco, there were some like bougie comic shops, dude. Like, you just had like couches and this like a rack of books, and it was just like trippy, dude. It was just like no bags or boards, and
An
That's
espresso
where you-
machine in the corner.
yeah, and that's where you would find like this stuff.
that's cool. All right. That was the almost 10. Let's get into the list.
Yeah.
Starting off with our Golden Age book. I got to change that fire. I got the fire thing going there. Let me get rid of that fire thing.
You gotta change that song, bro.
All right.
The intro.
I'm going all the intros are being changed. Not all of them. I'm going to keep some of them, but I've got a really good intro coming. So
Okay,
just keep waiting for it.
I trust you.
The Golden Age book of the week, Fight Comics number 35, a very interesting early Headlights issue.
Man, that's good. Look at that. That's a good cover.
Hell
Yeah, I
dude.
mean, this is like you think. I mean, this is really risque for that era, right?
First
Yeah.
little girl on comics. That's you, right?
Yeah, I mean,
that is
think it's-
super risque.
yeah, I mean, it's pretty. I'm trying to zoom in on the. I mean, even look at the two guys inside the hut there. Like, what are they doing? Like, like
Where are they gonna shoot her?
And watching her get laid, you know.
I swear
I'm
I'm
not
gonna
re-
shoot her if she shakes her hips one more time. Damn it!
I mean, I'm not sure why she walked to the edge and put her foot over the edge to be able to get. And what's up with the rope with the helmet?
What's up with the what's up? Well, she getting water with that? Is that how she's getting water? She's supposed to be grabbing water, and then
Maybe.
the bad guys
Is
are
it-
coming underneath.
I mean, was
Is
she
it-
getting ocean water? That would be gross.
Is it a coconut?
It is those. What are those next? I don't know. That could be a coconut too. Yeah,
And there's so much happening in this cover, bro. It's blowing my mind.
yeah.
Oh,
Right?
and there's a crash plane in the background too.
She's
Are
fishing.
those the guys that were on the plane?
She's fishing
I
for
don't know.
soldiers.
Did they not see the plane crash right next to him?
Right. Maybe she's getting the water to put out the fire from the plane.
Those dudes thought they were in paradise. They're like, dude,
Oh yeah,
we crashed in paradise, dude.
The chat's saying they probably landed on Epstein Island. This is Epstein Island.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
that's why it sold this week. That's why it sold this week. YouTube, do not kick us off. Please keep us going. Do not kick us off. Last time we started talking about Epstein Island, my internet cut off immediately. It was like, what the hell is
Oh
going
yeah,
on?
that is true.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, fucking
Yeah, it
remember
happened during the
other
market
night?
report last night. I think it might have been
What?
right after you left. Wait.
That's crazy, dude. Well, how can all these other people be talking about it and their internet doesn't cut off, bro?
It's because I talk about UFOs and shit, bro.
Oh, okay. They're on to you, Ben.
Yeah.
Well, there was actually two copies of it. Like, there's hardly been any copies of this sold, but two copies sold this week. So this is kind of like the that SpiderMan book, never for sale, and now two copies sold this week. A CGC 7.5 sold for $1,600, and a CGC 3.0 sold for $500. I think I would have bought that 3.0 copy.
If the cover looked good, yeah.
It's interesting.
That's a badass book, man.
Yep. Moving on to our next honorable mention, Batman Off-World, issue number 1, the Scotty Young Web Store variant, limited to 3,000. And what's even better, Stein?
What's better?
I think they're still available.
They are. So these are selling for like 40 to 50. They've gone up in price on eBay. They are still available if you go to scottyyoung.com. And I am not a paid
Shill.
advertiser for Scotty Young, but if you want this, you can still get it for $30. So
I don't
Oh,
know.
I definitely am though. You know, Scotty Young represent.
I do want this book though. There's like a foil version, right, of this?
There's like 4 different versions, right? Where it's this trade dress, a virgin, a black and white, and a foil.
Wow, that looks good right there. If that's a foil,
Yeah.
it's good looking.
Yeah,
I can
Oh,
still get them.
Look at his custom label, dude. That's
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah,
Oh, is that the CGC label?
yeah,
Look at that. They made his own label.
dude, he's balling, bro. He is making big bucks. I picked up his
Are
first.
they going to start doing that for all the artists? Because that would be cool.
They
That-
should.
McFarlane has his own. McFarlane has his artist box.
Oh yeah, he does.
And all the artists should do their own variants, like Scotty Young, Campbell, Alex Ross do. You know,
I think Alex Ross has his own as well, if I'm not mistaken.
this is great.
I'm trying to remember who else. Like, but they're making it more accessible to do custom labels.
I don't know if I'll
I'm
pay,
not-
if I would pay $30 for it, but you know, they're cool.
I mean, if you're an established artist like Scotty or McFarlane, like it makes sense to like, you know, establish your branding as well.
Not only that, like that Scotty Young label, if you get like a scarce Scotty Young with that label on it, it just makes it easier to sell.
Hey,
Yeah.
ooh, Joe, if they do a Campbell, now you can have a Campbell signature on the label. You can have it on the book. You can have his actual signature, and then a third, and then a four. So you can have like 4 or 5 Campbell signatures on the same collectible. How cool is that?
that
I
needs
would
to be
like
a
it if
collection.
it was 4 different iterations of his signature.
We need to see how many Campbell autographs we can get in one sale.
On the same book.
It's got to be
Just get like a blank cover.
The book,
Do you remember how like people used to get
CGC.
multiple Stan Lee?
yeah.
Multiple Stan Lee, like signed by Stan Lee 18
Well,
times or whatever.
he already signs it even when he prints it. So
Yeah.
We'll be talking about Campbell, bro.
I mean, who's
funny.
gonna wait in line that long to meet Campbell to have him sign the book multiple
Bro.
times?
That's a bad dude, man. Love
Man,
McCampbell.
I think I want to do that now. I'm just going to go to whatever next con I go to. I'm just going to find some random artist and with their book, and I'm just going to be like, "Can you sign this like all over the cover, like 50 times? Can you just
You
do
know, if I meet him, I would ask him to sign it Jeff Scott, right? Like his first auto signature, to see if he would do it. Can you sign it Jeff Scott the way you did it in like 90,
Ninja Turtles.
95 or 94, some shit like that?
yeah, and those
Hey,
early
Hood,
image books.
I've got an old 90s Campbell auto for on the Deathmate.
I do too. It just says Campbell.
Yeah, and it's almost like print. It's not in cursive. It's a total. It looks totally different.
Yeah, I picked one up honestly a couple of weeks ago from Effin' Rad, and it's got like all the guys from Mirage Studios, or what is it? Is
Oh,
it
Image?
Mirage? Not Image. It's an Image
Wildstorm?
book, but it's an imprint. It's Homage
Awesome.
Studios.
Oh, homage. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Interesting. We have 198 watching, only 72 likes. You guys hit that thumbs up button. It's super easy to do, even if you don't have thumbs. Like Hood says, you can use your fingers. So, moving on to the
Great.
number 10 spot this week, Kid Venom Origins, issue number 1, the surprise 1 per store variant that probably isn't 1 per store.
Yeah, we talked about this one on the Almost 10 last week. Which, you know, if you didn't watch last week's show, it was a year-end show, so the top 12 were all a compilation of lists that I had done throughout the whole year. So that's where I was able to mine my year-end list, was because I did it all year. So if you're wondering how that could have happened, It's because I actually had lists all year. But yeah, this one was on. So this one I put on the almost 10. It was selling for like 25. This week it actually went up. It's now selling for like 35 to 40. So it's kind of strange.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I was thinking the other day, Stein, that maybe we need to do a special little show about your content the year before your content, though. There's a lot of people out there that are doing last year's Hot 10. I think House of Stein needs to do a last year's Hot 10, right? So maybe we'll have to look into that.
Yeah, we'll do something.
You know what we ought to do is like a retro, like I'll dress up in 90s and do a top 10 from like some random month of like June of 97.
Well, pull
Like
out
just-
a wizard. Just pull
I was
out
gonna
a
say,
wizard.
just pull out a random wizard.
Yeah, like and do that. Top
April
10,
1st, bro. That's what we got to
like
do. April 1st.
like 20 years later, or something like that, or 20 years ago on this day.
What do you guys think about this character?
I told you before, like this kid Venom, like if Donny Cates was in a better place and he was writing books and he got a hold of this character, like it would be something. But like I can't. Bro.
I don't think it's really meant for us as to be the audience. I think it's meant for more of the manga fans and anime fans.
You think so?
To win that crowd over to get them into comics. And I mean, what else would they do? Like what the Necro Venom, whatever her name is, the Sailor Moon symbiote character. Obviously, like our audience is getting older, and they still need to loop in a new generation of readers. And then, if you see manga sales, like it kind of only makes sense to find the blending. So I think we're gonna see a lot more characters like this, like not only from Marvel but from DC as well, or all the publishers really.
So
I can see that.
What do you think, Stein?
What do I think of this?
Mm-hmm.
I think he's right. I think that there is clearly a buying sector of comic people, and I think the publishers recognize that, and they're trying to get in on that.
I kind of agree, but I think that they're like it's a swing and a miss. And this might be a hot take, but I think like people that in the chat like Dennis might know because he sells manga. The manga that sells like crazy, it's some weird shit, dude. Dog Boy, that's weird stuff. Like it's weird, man. And I'm not saying
it's. But most of it starts from webtoons and stuff like that. So they build an audience through the internet. So they build their fandom. It's not like just like a random manga came out and people are like, "Oh, I gotta read this."
Yeah, and it's like, and there's like that. I mean, Chainsaw Man stuff that's like crazy weird. And there's always this weird like sexual tone in it, and then some of it out there is really weird. And I think that like if they're gonna like they're swinging in a miss. They're trying to get the people that are buying manga content, but they don't want any of this. Like this is like I think this is too. It's for way younger kids, and that young of a kids don't want to be anywhere near comic books, in my opinion. Wonder World Comics says we got cutesy horror sci-fi tentacles. Yeah, it's weird stuff, dude. That was always the thing to me. Like, I know that over the last couple months we've been talking about like what's got to change for comics to fix comics and stuff, and trying to get kids back in the stores is important. I thought that it might be able to be done by throwing these characters in there, but over the last couple of weeks, man, I've been doing this like weird deep dive into manga content, what that kids like, and it's some weird stuff, man. It's very sexual. It's weird, but who knows? Maybe they're going that way. Lord of Brooklyn says no, McClay is off. My Hero Academia, Demon Slayer, Mob 100 are pretty straightforward. Okay, I agree. I agree that there's stuff like that, but aren't the biggest mangas that are selling, like, I wish Sam was here to talk about these, or Heartless. Yeah. I could be way off. That would be a good a conversation to have on a show at some point. So, all right, what is this selling for again?
Now it's selling for 35 to 40.
Wow, interesting.
So
It's
instead of
somebody put pedo bait.
so is this? Do you think this is more of the case of a one per diamond account or Random House account versus one per store?
Yeah.
Or they just printed 3,000 of them and then just made sure that every store got one, and then just started distributing the rest of them however they wanted.
Oh, I guess that would make sense.
Demon Slayer sells a million copies.
About like 2,000 diamond accounts, right? Isn't that
something like that?
Yeah.
Somebody put kids can't afford comics.
They can't.
No one can afford
You know what?
anything.
That's a great T-shirt, right? Like, kids can't afford comics. Fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah, there should be like somebody should put up a sign in their comic store: "Kids, no kids allowed." Shirt,
that'd be
shoes,
awesome,
kid, or no shirt.
No kids with their moms in a comic shop.
All kids must be accompanied by an adult to enter the store.
Moving on.
No moms allowed.
Yeah.
18 and older.
Shout out to Swaggle House. Swaggle House says lots of thoughts on this. I can say firsthand that game company analytics show that anime style characters are 10 times more popular than the typical Western style or design. Yes, that is true. That is true. Moving on to number 9. Daredevil number 9. I feel like we had Daredevil at the number 9 spot another time, didn't we? I feel like I said Daredevil at number 9 before.
I don't know.
For issue 9?
Yeah.
Wait,
for issue 9?
Issue 9 at number 9.
Yeah, so Echo comes out this week. I'm not sure why I put that as year 1000, Brian.
I noticed that, yeah.
I'm not, clearly I was I missed the 9 on my phone, or on the keyboard, but so the Echo show comes out this week. I actually think I could be way in the minority, but it looks pretty good. I hope it is. It looks good.
Did you see the fight scene, bro?
The fight scene leak? Did the Daredevil and Echo fight? There's a leak.
No, it's a leak. No, I haven't seen a leak.
It's bad. It's bad.
It's bad.
Joe's gets ready for his catchphrase to get started.
We're just
gonna, Brian.
We're just gonna bring that expectation down a bit, okay, Stein? Because I heard a little bit of excitement there, and we're just gonna bring that down a little bit, okay?
Like, don't set your bar that high.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so I mean, I'm sure it's not like a Star Wars fighting scene where they do this. And...
it's a Star Wars fighting scene is probably even better.
Yeah, it's pretty rough, bro.
Bro, it's bad. It's like she's fighting the Invisible Man.
Yeah.
It's like she's blind.
Yeah. We'll see.
Well, we will see. We will see. But yeah, so there is a slight bump this week. 9/8s were selling for about 175. This week they're up there like 190, 230. So slight bump, not anything huge. If the show is terrible, that bump will go away.
I tell you what, like the Marvel fans, they're like, they will be ruthless if this show is bad. They will, I mean, it will be bad.
What do you think Star Wars fans are going to do? Do you think Star Wars fans are going to be ruthless when the next Star Wars comes out? I'm gonna say
They're
no.
already ruthless on the announcements of the director. So.
I'm gonna say
yeah.
no. I'm gonna say they're gonna puss out again. I think most Star Wars fans are gonna go, well, make some excuse.
Well, if they dress her up in the slave Leia outfit
Who knows?
as a Jedi, I mean, I'm gonna have to go
Yeah,
watch
I know.
in 4K IMAX. You know,
I don't
hey-
think that's gonna happen with the director that with what her previous film was.
Yeah.
You're probably not gonna see that.
Yeah. Hood, what about they made the announcement that Supergirl is not going to be played by the same
I
actress
know,
anymore.
man. That fucking sucks, dude. She's
Yeah.
hot.
Yeah.
Mama.
All right. What is this selling for again, Stein? 100 and
9.8s are back up to 190 to 230.
dude, this was like a $600 raw book. I feel like, man.
It never got to 600 raw, but yeah, I mean it was really high and then it really dropped.
Yeah.
Like 9.8s got all the way down to like 130.
That show was so bad that it dropped it. Put an anchor on this book, big time.
What Hawkeye?
Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe
it was a Hawkeye
It
show.
was Hawkeye.
What-
Maybe you're wrong.
what was wrong
No,
with
maybe
Hawkeye?
not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe you might be right.
I think
wasn't
we
there
were just
something
on
that
too many
came
panels
out?
with Red Hood.
Yeah,
week,
maybe you
that
might be right. Yeah.
You know, I caught so much shit for saying Echo sucks, bro. You know, like people were coming after me, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I was
They're like, I'm not pressing books with Red Hood now because he thinks Echo sucks.
yeah, you know, like he's gonna purposely fuck up my Daredevil book, you know, and
It's like, I can't send those books to Red Hood now to get pressed.
yeah, don't send me those stupid Echo books.
I feel like if people loved Hawkeye, they did it without loving Echo because that book tanked after the show. It fucking tanked so hard. That book I remember selling like raws of that on Whatnot, just like for $200 easy. Goodbye.
Bro, if they were smart, they would have done a Yelena Belova fucking like miniseries, dude.
Yeah. Well, that's what
And-
hopefully we'll see with something cool with Thunderbolts. We'll see. So, moving on. Oh, Superman #9, the Zerdy 1 in 25. It's been on the list quite a few times already to start the year here.
Yeah, this one, I mean, so like when it came out, it was not like a burner. I mean, it was a little bit above ratio. Then it was like 40 to 50. This week it's up to like 50 to 75. So it's kind of one of the slow risers.
It's all right.
She's still missing a shoulder.
She does just have a random arm.
That's kind of floating there.
Yeah, it's just floating with fire.
Wait, so how is her hair not on fire?
Yeah.
Yee, come on.
I have to ask hard-hitting questions. Here.
See,
No,
this is what kills me, and this has nothing to do with Yee.
It's fucking AI, bro. Come on.
This is where you guys are like kill me. Like some things you're okay to like ignore disbelief, but then other things you're like, oh no, that can't possibly happen. But hey, there can be a fight scene in space and nobody has masks and they're not frozen, but that's okay.
And
But-
you can still hear the sound effects of the bam pow.
Right? Yeah, you can hear all that stuff. All that stuff's okay, but nope, she has to have a shoulder. Maybe she's just maybe she got it cut off. And this
I'm
fire.
still trying to understand how Ghost Rider keeps clothes because if he's always on fire.
Yeah.
So damn it, got to go to Goodwill and get some pants.
It's like man, I need one of those leather jackets that never catches fire.
All right. You guys ready to move on here?
Yeah, I'm done making fun of Star Wars.
Well.
Bro, somebody put like there hasn't been a good movie since Empire Strikes Back. Revenge of the Sith was fucking badass, bro.
I liked Revenge of the Sith.
Fuck
Yeah.
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 What are you talking about? Get out of here.
Yeah. Star Wars: The High Republic, Shadows of Starlight #4. There was good covers for every issue, every variant on this issue.
Okay, so what is this thing? Where is this thing's head? I'm really confused.
That's Marshawn Rowe, isn't it? Isn't it the Marshawn Rowe guy, the bad guy?
Yeah, but where's his? Which one is the light? His eye?
Yeah.
Is he looking up? Is that what,
Yeah,
what
he's
he's
looking
doing?
up. He's looking up. Those two
Okay,
things
'cause-
on the side are on the side of his mouth, and then he's got like a fur shoulder piece.
Okay.
That's a sick
He's
cover,
screaming at
dude.
the sky.
Yeah,
He's screaming at the sky with a mask on.
he's kind of like bent
Again-
over. It's just in a weird camera
Again, you
angle.
guys are okay with this?
No, I'm not.
Dude, that's
That was fucking
badass looking
stupid.
right there, bro. Dude, that character
It's 'cause
looks
I want a
badass.
light
Are you
one.
kidding me?
Caca. That's caca.
You don't
It's
like
a caca
that?
book. Nah, man, it's ugly, dude. It's fucking stupid.
It's because it happened in a galaxy far, far away from here.
That's probably why.
But I do like me a good Raza
damn
cover,
foreigners.
so.
Damn foreigners.
Let's see. What is this one sell? This one's selling for like 30 to 35 this week. Just came out.
I'll buy
Yeah.
a bag of Mylars. It's fucking $30.
This is the
Fuck
Oh, it's a
character.
Raza cover too.
Yeah, it's a Raza
Yeah,
cover.
it's a
This is the
Raza.
character right here,
that.
just so you can see it. Here's the other variants for it.
Bad. Really bad.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a Raza cover. Like first off the bat,
There's
Like,
too much. You know what there is? There's too much light coming off the lightsaber. You don't see everything else. There's too much reflection on the lightsaber.
oh, where it drowns out the rest of the drawing.
Yeah.
Again, there's no such thing as a lightsaber. It's not possible.
Bullshit.
I thought they made some now. Or
Fucking A, they did. They take a lot of power. That's why you have to have kyber crystals, bro.
Yeah,
All right.
that one time it'll cut through a tree, and the next time it hits somebody right in the arm, and their arm just gets a scratch. Tell me how
Yep.
does that happen?
That's how it works,
Well,
bro.
they powered it down.
it's a galaxy far, far away. So I don't know what happens in other galaxies.
Decoit says you all are now art connoisseurs for Sotheby's.
Ooh, man, I do want one of those Sotheby's guides.
I feel like I need a goblet of wine and one of those like a little thing to like wave a fan in my face.
So what the artist is trying to say here is, fuck you, trolls.
This is how I look at like other comic collectors now. No,
Right.
Yeah.
nose in the air, right? Like I only drink
Do
my
you
tea
have
like
any
this.
High Republic? Do you have any High Republic back issues?
Or this is how I smoke my blunts now.
Perhaps
Yeah.
the Raza?
He's trying to like he's screaming, yeah, like you say it, like he's got badass fucking like horns on him too. That's a dope character.
Get some Sotheby's polos for
Yeah.
the next show.
All right,
Oh, we're all
moving
gonna
on.
dress up for the next show. Collared shirt.
We'll have a little pipe.
Yeah, get a fucking pipe, dude. Like
At
fucking
number-
C.S. Lewis and shit.
top hats and like fancy mustaches and monocles.
At number 6, we got Batman number 609 back on the list. First appearance of Thomas Elliott, who becomes Hush.
Classic.
Yeah, great cover.
Is there a reason that this went from 9/8 were like 160 to 175? This week they went up to like 200, 220. Is there a reason? There is a reason.
I think it's because he is going to be he's going to be in something they announced he's going to be in.
Is
Thomas Elliott.
Elliot.
I thought they were making like Hush a female
Wrong
character,
home.
or what? Didn't they?
Hush is the villain of the Batman 2.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Seems legit.
I guess.
Yeah. Next.
Still a good book though.
Yep. That's a rumor, but there was also one thing. Wasn't he a main bad guy in a recent comic run or something? I don't know. Moving on. At number 5, Birds of Prey number 5. Another Zerdy, 1 in 25 on the list. Bro, the numbers are crazy for this show. We had the Daredevil 9 at 9, a Birds of Prey 5 at 5, 2 Zerdy 1
You know
in
what's
25.
really weird is I literally didn't even notice that until you just said that.
2 Zerdy 1 in 25s, 2 crazy almost 10 books by that one artist that you didn't even know about. Bro, the synchronicity, like somebody needs to go play the numbers right now. And just quick. You'll win.
Quick, Ben, give me some lotto numbers.
Yeah.
The 810 million is already gone. That it went. Somebody won it.
I mean, it doesn't matter at this point. Like, it seems like you can pick the numbers. Like, you and Brian come up with numbers, and I'll go play it.
Hey, if any of you guys watching won that, I'll send you my PayPal and you can send me some money.
Bro, Zerdy's getting badass at AI, bro. He's fucking awesome.
His
Is this
faces
one
suck.
only cool because it's got bubble gum?
It's bubblegum and tattoos. So, it's two things.
There's something wrong with his face,
I
with
don't
the
know.
Zerdy faces. I don't know what it is, man. But I see why people want it.
Fake, bro.
Yeah, it looks weird. How
This
much
one
is
this one just came out. It's selling for 35 to 40.
Not bad. Not bad. All right, at number 4, a badass Bill Sienkiewicz cover for Predator vs. Wolverine number 4. This is the 1 in 100 Virgin. It looks better like this.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing with the trade dress on these other ones. They look odd. They don't look like comic books. They look like movie posters or
yeah.
something. Yeah, it looks odd.
Especially with the Fox 20th Century logo.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
strange.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I mean, this one is a really good Sienkiewicz cover.
Yeah.
No.
I like this one a lot.
I agree.
1 in 100 selling. It just came out. Selling for 150 plus.
Wow.
Do you think they end up being friends at the end? I mean, why
only-
not?
fight-
You know?
Only if they can in unison say, "Get to the chopper."
Yeah.
Then
Come
they'll
on,
be
kill
friends.
me! Kill me! I thought it was.
Then they'll be friends. Otherwise, no, they're not going to be friends.
225 watching live. Hit that thumbs up, you guys. Only 87 likes. Come on.
Are you
Those thumbs up
saying
moving.
that's not how you hug your friends?
Moving on to the top 3 spots this week. Shazam number 7, the Nakayama 1 in 25.
Nakayama has literally been putting out a cover, it feels like, twice a week at this
That
point,
looks
right?
just like this.
Bro, he's going to end up like Momoko, dude. Like,
It's going to end up like
Give me
John
another
Tyler
cover.
Christopher. Yeah.
Hey, and I will say, I love some of Nakayama's covers. I mean, some of them look outstanding. I still want that Magic cover.
He's got a
that
great
he's
Poison
got where
Ivy
she's on the
covers.
throne.
Yeah. But this
yeah.
this style is West Coast Rob said it perfectly. It's boring at this point. It's super boring.
yeah, man.
No backgrounds hurts, I think.
Oh,
Yep.
so this is the future Scotty Young books that no one picked up because we said, no one likes it. And then, 10 years from now, everyone's going to want the whole set. But
Could
I'm
be.
wrong. I'm wrong. Don't listen to me. So, so don't
Hey,
buy
what are you
these.
talking about? Listen to him. He's got the fucking book, dude. He's got the book from Back to the Future. He's got that shit.
Oh yeah,
Uh-huh.
the price guy told me that these
Yeah.
books are gonna hit big in 2018 so or 2015, right?
Yeah. A
Is that
wall
what year?
3x3 of all the Nakayama red covers would look cool. It'd be easy to do, man.
This one looks. I think of the ones that he did. This one does look good.
It's all
I mean,
right.
Who's the
it looks better
retailer?
than some of the other ones. I think.
Isn't there one
I'll agree to
retailer
that
that he
statement.
works with that he does all these
Huh?
covers for? That he used to do all these covers for? Because this was a style, right? That he did for a long time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Is anybody reading Shazam, bro?
well, without saying who the story
A
is.
lot of
it's
people are, dude.
unknown who the story is.
Really?
Yeah. Dude, surprisingly, Hood, this is gonna blow you away. Shazam is written by Mark Waid, and a lot of people say it's really good. And World's Finest is written by Mark Waid, and it's really fucking good. Isn't that crazy? The dude could still write a comic. All right, how much is this selling for?
This one is selling for 40 to 50.
There we go.
Was this an incentive?
One in 25.
1 in 25.
Oh, okay, because I know DC has done open orders of the style as well.
Yeah, there was a couple books that didn't make the list this week that I'm surprised that haven't been picked up on yet. I think they will. We'll keep an eye on that. Moving on, number 2 again. Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees is hot. That's a good reason. And issue number 1 is back at number 2 on the list.
Yeah, it made our year-end list, but it is actually still going up.
Wow.
CGC 9/8s are now up to 200 for this. Raws are 50 to 70.
I sold too early. I mean, but I bought it at cover price, so I don't really care.
Yeah, I mean, what do you guys honestly think the ceiling on this is?
I think it's approaching
Here.
it very quickly.
Is
if
this
it's
the
not already
ceiling?
there? I feel
Yeah.
like it is. Yeah.
Is this the ceiling, or is something that is killing the children level the ceiling?
Well, here's the
I don't-
problem. It's only 2 issues deep. Like, if it continues to be good and it builds hype, it could be something is killing the children. But
Because I feel like that's why people are buying it right now, because they don't want it to be
They don't want to miss
Something-
a train, or they don't
yeah,
wanna-
something is killing the kids. They don't want that. For this all of a sudden to be a $600-700 9/8,
Mm-hmm.
because it's now on their 4th printing. Is it so? The number 1's going to have its 3rd or 4th printing already.
I don't think so.
So-
Really?
I think it.
Is it-
I
I
thought
it
I saw a
just-
solicitation for a 3rd or 4th.
I know we
printer.
just got the second print or out now. I don't remember seeing solicits for 3rd print, but I mean, I'm not following FOC like I was.
I don't follow it at all. I just was. So I thought I heard somebody say that it was either on the 3rd or 4th. So I mean, Killing the Kids got to what, 7 printings?
Yeah.
8?
8 with the Berserker one.
Yeah, so 8.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll get that
Whoa.
far, but
Well, then they did the David Mack covers as well, so that would have been the 9th print, and then they're redoing them with the pen and inks or whatever it's called.
yeah.
So whatever you want to count those as, like director versions or whatever.
Yeah, Manny said the number 2 issue of this is selling for $30. So I mean, it's like, I don't know. I don't know if it's hard for me to spend $50 to $70 on a book that's only 2 issues in.
I've had 3 copies and I still have not read it.
It's good. I read it.
That's good. Okay.
Yeah. The key to this is, can this be made in a cool way for, TV or movies? Like, does it have to be animation to work?
I mean, I would
Well-
tend to think so.
That's the key.
I mean, well, I guess here's the real question, right? To compare it to that, like, has anyone on the panel watched Winnie the Pooh, the new movie or whatever? I mean,
Should I be watching Winnie the Pooh?
I heard it's horrible, but like it's like that horror based like movie that everyone's like, oh, is this really getting made or is this a joke? Well, they actually made it.
There's a Winnie the Pooh horror movie.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, it like just released.
It's because they lost their rights. So anybody could do stuff based on Winnie the Pooh, like
Yeah,
Mickey stuff or the Steamboat Willie stuff.
Steamboat Willie stuff. Yeah.
Well, we'll see. It's 2024 is starting off hot for this one for sure.
Lucy, I'll see if I still have any copies and I'll send you one.
All right, here we go. Moving on to the number 1 spot. Fall, the House of X, number 1, the Art Germ 1 in 50. More boring art by Art Germ.
I actually like this cover a lot.
It's every Art Germ cover. Again,
I mean, I'm not disagreeing with that statement, but I mean, it
And you know
might
me,
just be a bias for me because I like Magic covers a
yeah,
lot.
I'm a fan of Magic too, brother.
Yeah.
I'm a
Magic?
fan.
If our germ is watching and he goes, "What's this guy Bryan McClay's problem?" I thought it was.
Yeah, I would tend to like more. I would like to see her sword more.
Yeah, fucking A.
I want to see her sword.
Like, where is her sword?
I just
Where's her right arm?
Yeah.
I was going to say something bad, but I won't say it.
Yeah,
Maybe
where,
it got chopped off.
it's like you can see her hand on her hip.
Oh, okay. That is her hand on her hip. Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't even see that.
Oh, you thought it was a pocket or something?
Yeah, I thought it was like just like an extended pocket.
I was
Hey,
going to
wait.
say it's AI, but I don't want Ben to get pissed off at me. Hey, watch your mouth, Hood.
I mean, but how many covers does she have? Like, where her arm is behind her back, where she's hiding her sword or whatever.
I don't know, but that book is going to be expensive,
The
this one's a
trade
one in-
dress is
150
is better.
right? In
It's
5
cheaper.
years, 9/8 slab probably be about $300-400.
I don't know, but it suffers from like what every other Marvel issue has a problem with too. It's like, okay, you have a 1 in whatever version, but if you can't get that, here's an open to order trade dress version.
Yeah, the same
Yeah.
cover.
Yeah, why don't they just not do?
This is
Right.
such this pose is like every third Art Germ cover. I feel like is this pose. It's the same pose as the bunny rabbit one.
Not-
Same pose as Captain Marvel. Same pose as Supergirl, kinda. It's the same. I mean, I can keep going. There's a Phoenix one that's the same pose. There's a Batgirl one that's the same pose. It's like every third book is this pose.
Yeah, but I mean, other than a few artists that do a lot of covers, who isn't doing the same pose? I mean, Middleton, but I haven't seen a Middleton cover in a while now.
Frizen's doing
yeah.
it a ton.
And every cover that she puts out now is exactly the same.
You're
They
right.
all look
You're
the
right. You're right.
same. We just talked
Nakayama.
about we just talked about Nakayama. They all look the same.
Yeah.
Momoko.
Shikari.
Momoko is like
Yeah.
way different all the time.
Every Campbell cover looks the same.
Yeah.
Every
Hey,
Hughes
man.
covers look the same. They do. They all do it.
But it's that situation too, right? Like once you become a well-known artist for doing a particular style, that's all people want to see you do. And if you break away from that too far from that formula, people absolutely hate it or go absolute bananas about it. Like it just depends, Like you can notice it on some like up and coming artists that have to change their styles every so often. Like look at what Soza Micah's doing. Like you know,
Yeah.
she's changing her style a bit.
Lobos.
Lobos is changing his style a bit too, right? But yeah, it just depends on your situation of like where you're established, right?
I don't know, man. There's a couple Art Germ covers that are like top 100 to me, but so much of his stuff feels like it's the same stuff over and over. Like I love the Detective Comics 1000 one. That one's like a 10. There's a Poison Ivy one that he does that's amazing. I mean, there's a lot of, he's got a lot of like top 100 covers, but
Well, I'll tell you what, that Batgirl we were looking at yesterday, his the Art Germ Batgirl with the blood on her lip. That is the same fucking pose. You're right, dude.
yeah, he uses this pose for, I mean, for so much.
I mean, look at look at the comments. I mean, in the chat. I mean, Tetra basically said it was, you know, it's the best pose to make, like a you know, I mean, you think about it, models all make the same pose too. Every picture they take is the exact same pose. They're all doing the same thing. Every female picture, they're all doing the duck lips. What I mean,
Blue
so, I mean,
steel.
yeah, I mean, it's not just drawings. It's everything. We all look the same.
Well, and then you have other artists too that keep on repeating their style, like Art Adams. Like you know, once he hit that popular trend with his headshot covers, he
Todd
didn't stop
Knock.
doing. Yeah,
Todd Knock's doing some different stuff right now, though. I'll give it to him. I don't know, man. We've seen art. I think we've seen Art Germ when he's like really on fire. You know, the Lady Death one, the Punchline one. There's books where he's just knocks it out of the park. But I think that when I don't know what it is, but every third cover looks like this. So, still an amazing artist, that's for sure. And how much did you say this is selling for?
Like 90 plus.
Wow. 1 in
it's
50.
a surprise at issue 1 at number 1.
And it's still available.
Sorry,
I
had to say it. I had to say it.
Still available at Midtown for $76.50. There you go. That's interesting. Very interesting. We'll see if it has any staying power. What's your thoughts? Staying power, yes, no? I'm going to say no. But I've been wrong before. That is for sure.
I would tend to say that I don't think it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna ever drop to like a $30 book. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Depends on how many store exclusives there are.
Are there any store exclusives for this?
Not that I know of, but I mean,
that is true. That is true, though. When you say that, though, that is a huge factor.
Yeah, I mean, I doubt there's that many. I'm sure there are some, but like I don't. It's not as prominent to see, like, you know.
What is it called again?
Fall of the House of X.
Yeah.
There we go. You've got a 1 in 25, a 1 in 50, 1 in 100 in Hook Lee. That I thought was going to be on here. There is a Comic Corner Lyrics exclusive. So there's 1, 2. There's a Mark Brooks. That's probably his own. Unknown Comics 3. There's a lot of there's a lot of them, dude.
But the Mark Brooks connecting cover, that's a
Scotty Young.
The connecting covers are usually from like Random House or Diamond.
Yeah, so there looks like there's only 3 exclusives.
That's
1, 2, 3. Yeah.
I don't think the Scotty Young's not going to be an exclusive. That's a Marvel.
You don't think it's going to be his web store exclusive?
No, because it's a
I
number
guess-
1. He does those baby covers for every number 1 that Marvel puts out.
Yeah, Comics Corner.
And that says it's a connecting cover too. So looks like there's 2 connecting cover sets.
Yep, there you go.
That's kind of cool.
There you go. Very interesting. Well, that is the list for this week. You guys, make sure you hit that thumbs up if you haven't already. Appreciate all you guys hanging out. I hope Drunken Chat is not already over, but if it is, that's a bummer. Go check it out. If it isn't, go check them out. They usually run late, sometimes run late after us. But also 2024, if you guys want to see any changes in the show that you think that might be better for the show, let's hear them. I want constructive criticism. I'll look at all the comments and give us anything that you want, better, maybe to change something up on how you're seeing the books, how you're seeing comments, how you're seeing us, anything like that. Let us know, and we appreciate it. So, Stein, what do we say on the way out?
See ya.